Hi everyone, my name is Isabella, and my group is Sam, Melissa, Justin, and Andrew, and this is our second FlipGrid. So, for the first video we chose to talk about is spoken by Julia Enders. She's a doctor researching how who we are relates to our gut health. What we digest connects to our mental health and well being, and how our gut sends signals to the brain that if not taking care of it well, it can cause people to suffer with anxiety and depression. So the first invitations that distributed through this video, first with demographic, is that it reaches consumers that are middle-aged and older people who want to be educated towards a healthier life. Reason being is because people around this age typically have a bachelor's or master's, and education is required for this type of segmentation just because people that have a higher socioeconomic status, they're more privy to be inclusive of healthier food options rather than, fast food or typical quick and easy meals. Moving on to geographic, again, it's a middle class and above areas where healthier food options are accessible, just because that's what's found more in places that have a higher income or middle class in that privy area. Next, we have the attitudinal. So these are consumers that are driven. They're individuals with discipline, but they carry curiosity and adaptability. Being that again, it is something that is healthy, benefits living a healthier lifestyle. You have to be very disciplined in a way that is not just a week by week basis, but considering a lifestyle change. So those consumers have to have discipline. And finally, we're moving on to behavioral. So these are health conscious people who are highly engaging with the industry. So they move in a way that their lifestyle is all about health. They can have a basic knowledge about health, but they want to improve and know better, and they want to get more educated. So they move in a way that is involved, and they want to be highly involved in that type of industry.
So, getting into our next talk, this is a talk done by a man named Tim Ferriss, why you should define your fears instead of your goals. So, before I go in and give a quick summary as to what this TED Talk is all about, let me go in and touch base on what segmentations this TED Talk covers. So, in terms of demographic, this is definitely for people who are depressed, have anxiety issues, or lack any sort of type of confidence in life. Geographic, this wouldn't really be directed towards a specific region, as this is kind of humanly advice that can be given to anyone. Attitudinal, this is for people who are judgmental or quick to judge, expect the worst to come. Behavioral, this is for people who may overreact or break down when facing certain situations or problems in their life. Um, so, what is this TED Talk all about? So, this TED Talk pretty much covers fear. And Tim Ferriss is someone that has dealt with a bipolar depression disorder throughout his whole life. And he's come across a number of situations where he's had a number of fears, and a lot of them have seemed bigger than what they really are. Um, this process is pretty much broken down into 3 pages. The first page is known as What If I? And pretty much this page consists of defining the problem, writing down what you can do to prevent it, and what you can do to repair it. The second page is benefits of an attempt or partial success to encountering the situation, fear, or even problem. Um, And the third page is the cost of inaction. And he considers this to be the most effective page, as you're pretty much writing down what happens if you don't even give no attempts at all. And one quote that he ended off this TED Talk with, it's easy choices, hard life, and hard life choices, easy life, that by a man named Jerzy Gregoric, someone he looks up to. And pretty much he kind of broke down how a lot of the time we like to make these fears or problems gigantic. And a lot of the time, we need to just sort of look at these things in a microscopic view and sort of break down how big can this fear really be, and how much does it actually take to even deal with it or even solve the issue.
TED Talk number 3 is called Inside the Mind of a Master Procrastinator, and Tim Urban is the one that is giving the talk. So he really dives in on why we as human beings procrastinate and kind of the science behind that, but with knowing why we procrastinate, figuring out how we can still overcome that and get things done. So the demographic of this TED Talk is primarily geared towards students. While we all experience procrastination, he specifies students because he uses a lot of examples of when he was in school. Um, in terms of geographic, there's no specific geographic location that Tim Urban talks about because we all experience procrastination no matter where we are in the world. When it comes to people's attitudes towards procrastination, a person's attitude will shift when they're experiencing instant gratification and pleasure. And when that happens, that is why we procrastinate. So, in the moment, whatever we're doing that is not what we're supposed to be doing, we're we're gratified and we're happy with whatever we're doing that we don't want to do whatever we really should be doing, which is why we procrastinate. Now, when it comes to the behavior of procrastination, it really pushes aside our rational decisions. So we know when we're procrastinating something that it would be rational to do whatever we're supposed to be doing in the moment. But we procrastinate and we push our needs and our rational decisions aside. Now, relating this whole TED talk back to the brand that we chose, HelloFresh, HelloFresh is primarily made for people who either don't have time to go grocery shopping or just want quick, instant meals. So, tying this whole procrastination back to HelloFresh, sometimes we procrastinate, let's say grocery shopping. So it makes it easier to use a service like HelloFresh where they will deliver your food instantly to your door and it's got everything you need. So for those times where you're procrastinating going to the grocery store or procrastinating cooking, they're fast and quick meals and makes it very easy for somebody who pushes off grocery shopping or cooking for whatever reason.
The fourth video we decided to talk about was a TED Talk entitled Health is Our Greatest Wealth. Craig McCaff talks about the importance of taking an active role in health and wellness to prevent chronic diseases and live a happier life. He inspires the audience with his journey of self discovery and how he's uncombed an unhealthy past and has created good habits for himself. Exercise and beneficial food consumption helps to combat stress and improve the way we feel physically and mentally. He emphasizes that we are responsible for our own well being and change starts with you. The points that are emphasized in the TED Talk can definitely be applied to the four bases of segmentation for HelloFresh. As we look at demographics, we can target middle aged people who are interested in making better lifestyle choices and to better their health, but they don't know where to start. Geographic, we can look at those living in urban areas where dining out is expensive, but they still want to appreciate quality food to help them reach their goals. In regards to attitude, we want to look at those who want to be inspired. They have busy and stressful lifestyles, so wellness is not a priority and they're not sure where to start. And lastly, behavioral. We can likely see a lot of newbies that are new to the cooking world and meal preparation, but are seeking a service that will give them convenience and can make this an attainable option for them.
The brand we chose to talk about today is HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that ships weekly boxes of fresh ingredients along with recipes to help make mealtime easier. So HelloFresh should really take this demographical audience into perspective in the fact that it's already an innovative concept that takes food delivery to the next level. They promote convenience, affordability, and healthy, nutritious meals. Their main audience is families, millennials, couples, and middle aged. This demographic is a very profitable and stable community of people. It's already providing, again, that convenient and affordability. So, among the tech talks, you would see how gut health affects your mental health. And a large population of students and millennials suffer from mental health issues, just like anxiety and depression. And HelloFresh offers that sustainability at your door service that enriches your mind by feeding your gut well. So, one of the quotes among the video says that looking closer at something we might shy away from can leave us feeling more fearless and appreciative of ourselves. So, it takes just that. It all starts with what you are consuming, and not only to your mind, but your mouth. So, HelloFresh really gives off this healthier diet to start off by better improving your mind and your which then leads to your well-being. So HelloFresh services is that, and it reaches this group of people. And the best thing about it is that it's a mutually beneficial relationship. These consumers are receiving a healthy plate with every meal. And this is a way that HelloFresh can do it through, we said they can interact with them via Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. Being that it's a good range of individuals, they really get that exposure.
Another angle HelloFresh should take when promoting on social media is relating to target market's attitudes. It's in their best interest to promote health benefits of their meals and inspire them to consume their food, which can help, in turn, change their lives. By sharing inspirational stories, the legitimacy of their ingredients, and endorsements from professionals, this will create a positive brand personality that people immediately know what they stand for, a positive and obtainable lifestyle change.
So for our sentiment analysis, we chose this particular post from HelloFresh, showing a few different meals made from their meal kits. We inserted the comments from this particular post into an Excel spreadsheet. It was about 60 comments. And then in doing so, we split the comments up into either positive, neutral, or negative feedback. Now, regarding positive feedback, there were about 30 comments that were believed to be positive. A word that was repeated a lot was delicious. How good the food looked in the photos. It's good marketing from HelloFresh. It's good photography. There was about 10 comments that I considered neutral feedback, 3 of which were HelloFresh responding to customers' complaints or issues. Some of the neutral feedback was in regards to allergies customers had, where they couldn't eat what was sent to them because of allergies. Not something that might be the fault of HelloFresh, but something they could take into consideration in the future when asking customers what they might want in their meal kits. And then other miscellaneous customer feedback. In regards to the negative feedback, there were about 20 comments, a lot of which were in regards to the use of monkey labor from coconut milk that was being used in some products that HelloFresh was sending in meal kits, wrong items that have been sent to customers, and then just general poor customer service that customers had received from HelloFresh themselves and were complaining about.